name of the class, but yeah. Okay, so we're gonna reach over to our right. We're gonna start with basic stretching. So we're gonna lean over for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're gonna put arms up and go over to the left. Make sure we're keeping our legs straight, our toes pointed. Amberly does a good job of keeping her leg rotated out. You don't want your feet to fold in. So for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now arms back up to the top and reach down the center. Same thing, make sure those feet don't roll in. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Now we're going to go ahead and hold in for a kite. Straight legs, pointed toes, and reach, reach, reach. You should feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go ahead and flex our feet. We're going to grab the tops of our toes, bending our elbows out to the sides and pulling our chest down as far as we can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And for this, girls, make sure that we're not going really, really hard and feel a really, really tight stretch. As soon as you start feeling a pull, that's when you go ahead and leave it alone. We don't want to overstretch or hurt ourselves, okay? Good. Now butterfly. Pull those knees or heels into you and push those knees down as far as you can. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now pull your feet out in front of you and chest to the floor. And if you can reach, go ahead and reach as far as you can. If you can lay flat. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we're going to do a right leg runner stretch. And make sure we're taking a 90-degree angle with that front leg. You don't want your knee and your shin to go over your foot. If you do, that's wrong. Ready for 10. Push those hips down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and walk out your front leg. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pick up your back knee. This one's optional, but a lot of girls do like to do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now slide out into that split. Good. And since we're doing our back flexibility today, we're going to go ahead and do some different stretches. So for this, I want you to go ahead and make sure your hips are nice and square. That back leg should be straight. Roll that back hip under. Hips are staying square to the front. And we're going to walk our hands back and arch that back. For 10, 9, keeping those shoulders nice and squared. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms up. And now reach all the way forward. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we're going to switch to our left leg runner stretch. Again, make sure we're hitting a nice 90-degree angle and we're not having our shin and our knee come over our toes. That's incorrect. Okay. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk out your front leg, moves to your knee. For 10, and keep reaching. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slide down to that split, making sure you're keeping those hips nice and square to the front. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, now roll it to the middle split, facing that way. Make sure when you're in your middle split, you want your weight in your hips. You want to be on your elbows, yes, for some more stability, but you don't want to have all your weight in your chest. You want to go ahead and make sure it's all pushed into your hips. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now, go ahead and cross over to your right or your left, whichever one you choose. Hold that for as long as you need to. And then go ahead and switch it over just when you feel ready. Then go ahead and go up and over towards the back. Yep. Good. Really pull that arm all the way as far as you can. Again, make sure once you start feeling that pull and that stretch, you're going to go ahead and stop resisting because you don't want to over pull anything and hurt yourself. Good. Now we're going to do some back bends. Just warm up a few on your own. If you can have straight arms by your ears with straight legs, then that'd be great. If not, then just work towards that. What you have is what you have, so you don't want to be trying to over pull anything, okay? Good. Hold those for about an 8 count each. Just go ahead and do 3, and I'll give you some time to do that on your own. Last one. If you want to kick over, go ahead. Good, and come out. Good, now we're going to do stretching on a piano mat for some over stretching. So you have if you have a piano mat, great, use that. If you have to stack something up, you just want something that's a little bit more sturdy. And again, when we're during these stretches, we don't want to overdo anything. So once you start feeling that stretch and it feels tight, go ahead and lay off and just hold it right there. You don't want to overdo anything just because, again, we don't want to hurt ourselves. So first we're going to do basically all of our splits. And then a pike first we're going to start with. Good. And hold that for 10. Straight legs. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now flex. Same thing, elbows out to the sides like we did on the ground for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Right leg split. And for these, we just want to kind of warm these legs up because we're going to be doing our time splits. Good. Push those hips down. Make sure on that right leg we're going to go ahead and walk our arms back, arch our backs. Pushing our hips down. Again, we don't want to overdo it. Once you start feeling that stretch, we're going to go ahead and hold that position. Good. And reach forward. Good. Now switch. Good, make sure we're keeping those hips nice and squared. Go ahead and reach forward. If you're flexible enough, like Amberly's doing, go ahead and put your hands on the top of the mat and reach as far forward as you can. And remember, once you start to feel that stretch, you want to go ahead and make sure you're not overdoing it. Good, and just roll into your middle split. That weight in your hips, not in your arms. We're going to go ahead and do the opposite leg. So go ahead and come out. And I'm going to switch the mat over so Kimberly's bottom is not facing the camera. Okay, good. Again, we want to have our weight in our hips, not in our arms. And if you point those toes, you'll feel that nice stretch because it'll put you in the right position. Because if you're resisting and pushing against the flex foot, you're not letting your muscles slide. Good. And then come out and relax. So then what we're going to do is, which again, we're not going to do this on the video, it would take too long, but you're going to go back into each split, set a timer, grab your cell phone is what I use for my classes. You just set a timer for 2.5 minutes and you hold that split. Okay, you do both legs, your right leg split, and your left leg split. Then we roll it into the middle and do both of those as well, and that takes about 10 minutes because it's 5 minutes of regular splits and then the middle splits, 5 minutes of those altogether. Great, so now we're going to grab a stunt stand. If you don't have a stunt stand, you can step up on a stack of books, something that's sturdy, that's going to be safe for you at home. We don't want to do anything that could possibly hurt us. Great. And we're going to start off with tapping goes. So what those are is you're basically kicking up a heel stretch, tapping your leg with straight legs and straight arms. Arm is in a high V, and you're going to tap your leg. We're going to do 30 on each leg. And we're really just going to do like 5 to demo on each leg, and then we'll move on to our back body position. Make sure those hips are squared. Good job. Straight arms, straight legs, pointed toe. Be aggressive when you kick. Notice how she's being controlled. She's not swinging her leg back like she's kicking a soccer ball. She's keeping it nice and straight by her side, because when we go into a stunt, we're not going to stand up and back kick to the front, okay? Good, now let's do our opposite leg. Good. And see how she's doing that nice high V? That high V, I like to tell my girls, is like a guide for you. So if your arm is up here, that means you're going to be lifting through your core and squeezing up. If it's out here, you're going to naturally just want to lean out towards it, okay? Good. So now we're going to turn our stunt stance to the side. So what I have all the girls do is they warm up 3 of the each body positions. So that's an arabesque, a scale, and a scorpion. And you're going to hold all of those for at least 4 counts on your own. So she'll demo. Let's just do 1 of each, and then we'll try stuff to counts. So let's go ahead and show that. Let's see an arabesque. Good. Nice high extension. So Amberly has like an advanced hyperextension in her arabesques. Not everyone's going to have that yet. But the great thing about what she's doing is she's making sure that her T is straight across. If I turned her to the front, it would look like this. We want to make sure when we turn to the side, the only thing that turns to the front is going to be our face. We don't open our shoulders up. We don't put our arms back. Our arms don't go in a diagonal, and we don't lower them. I know that's like a big thing right now. Girls are like over pulling their arabesques, which is fine if it's choreography. But since right now we're just doing body positions, it needs to be a nice and pretty T with your face to the front. Good. So now she's going to demo some scales. Now let's do the arabesque one more time. Nice. Very pretty. Again, it takes time to get there. Not everyone's going to be there yet. Let's do some scales. We pushed our hips a little bit forward on that. So girls, make sure that when we're in their scale, go ahead and stand in the peg leg for me. Good. We're going to hit a high V. Good. All the way to the front, the high V is, and your hips to the side. Good. Now really lift and stand tall on that high V. That's what you're supposed to feel like in your scale. So we want to make sure that our shoulders are squared to the front. We try and keep our hips to the side, and you just squeeze and lift really hard, and that's going to help with that extension and the lift in the scale. Good. So let her try that, some of those on her own. Scale. Mm-hmm. Good. Straight arms and legs. So, and that's also preference, but what I've always taught is you grab the ankle at the bottom and you lift straight up to the top, and you want to be basically in a high V just like we were in that position in the peg leg. No bending of your arm to pull that leg in closer, because that kind of breaks the visual. You want it all straight legs, okay? And again, she's hyperextended. Some girls are probably not going to be there, but as long as you're squeezing and trying to pull those legs straight, and you have a higher grip than your shin or your knee, then we're doing good. And then you'll eventually be able to grab the ankle and lift all the way up to the top. Just going to do that for y'all one more time. Her knee was a little bit to the front on that one. You want to see more of the side of your leg when you're doing a scale. You don't want to roll that hip out to where you're looking at the front of it, because that'll just square out wrong. Now she's going to demo scorpions. So there's a variety of different grips and different motions that you hit at the top. So what Amber Lou's going to do is just do a gun up. I think that's the easiest for everyone right now, just so they're practicing lifting and squeezing into that scorpion. And then we grab the outside of our foot. If you're still working on that, just work on grabbing your foot at home, or if you need to grab on the inside for right now because you're beginning learning all of this, then that's fine, but we're going to start with the outside of our foot. Okay, she's going to warm those up. Good. She dropped her chest a little bit that time, but make sure when we do, she has a needle, obviously. Not everyone's going to be there, which is fine. So what I teach is every team has a different look or technique that they would like. That's fine. But what we do is straight arms by your ears, straight legs, and you have to be grabbing your ankles, so it just extends you all the way to the top. We don't want any bent arms, lower down by your shin or grabbing your calf, because that's just going to break the visual. You want a nice long line. Okay. And keeping your hips and shoulders square to the front, or to the side. The only one to the front is going to be your face. And notice how her hands are matching. You always want to have matching hands, is what I tell my girls. That might be different for you or your coach. I just think it's nice to have everything symmetrical and even. It just helps it look like a longer body line, in my opinion. So again, everyone has their own technique. So what we're going to do now is counts to body positions. Same as last week or earlier this week, we're gonna dip 1, 2, and we either hit or start grabbing on 3, and we lift on 4 or go into whatever position. But we'll start with scale, so it's just a dip 1, 2, up 3. We hit that scale and you clean on 1. So we hold it until 1, and that's when we're gonna clean. So we're just gonna do 2 each, and then we'll, at home, you probably wanna hit pause and do like several, like 5, 6, 7 of them, maybe 10. Okay, ready? 5, 6, 7, dip 1, up 3, 5, 7, clean 1, down 3. Notice how she's keeping everything nice and controlled. When she's cleaning, it's not she's gonna clean and lose control. I know that's another big thing right now. Everyone wants the big dramatic slaps, which is great, sure, whatever. It's up to you and your style of your coach. But when we do that, we need to make sure that we're being controlled. Okay, it's all about control when you're on a stunt block, especially because if you lose control, it can slide out. Crazy things will happen. Let's do that one more time. 5, 6, 7, dip 1, up 3, 5, 7, clean 1, 3. And again, I love how she's keeping her hips and shoulders squared to that wall with a nice pretty T motion. That is a lot harder than you think it is if you're just watching. You got to make sure that when you're practicing in front of a mirror, you'll be able to see if your arms are not in a T and you're actually in a diagonal. Good. Let's do some scales. So we're going to grab 3 like we said. So dip 1, 2, grab 3, up 4, hold it 5, 6, 7, 8, clean 1. Ready? 5, 6, 7, dip 1, 2, grab 3, up 4, 5, 7, clean 1. Beautiful. Again, make sure we're lifting nice and tall. It almost should look like from a distance, it looks like a heel stretch, but it's a scale. So her legs are straight, toes are pointed, and she's lifting with straight arms. Try that again. 5, 6, 7, dip 1, 2, grab 3, up 4, hold 5, 6, 7, clean 1. Good. Her foot is staying flat. She's not rolling her ankles out, picking her toes up, or anything like that. That's another good thing. Making sure you have a flat, stable foot. Okay, we gotta give yourself something to stand on. And scorpions. Everyone's counts for these are different. Some people do a 4-count pull, or you might have a break or a pause. We're just gonna keep it fluid. Just gonna keep going, and then hold it again till 1 and clean. Maybe you can't hold your scorpion that long because you're still a little bit beginner or new to it, so you can clean on 7, okay? But we want to try and hold it for a decent amount of time because you'll most likely do that in this time. Ready? 5, 6, 7, dip 1, 2, grab 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, clean 1. See, it's been a while. So again, if you need to clean on 7, you can. I think she just kind of rolled her ankle out a little bit on that one, so we got to keep our foot nice and flat. Let's try that one more time. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, grab 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, clean 1. Good, just like that. So that's all the body positions we're going to review for today. Now, there are different things that you could be practicing. Maybe you want to practice going from an arabesque and then go to a scale, or go from a scorpion to a scale, or a scale to a scorpion, whatever you want. The main thing that we focused on is keeping our chest up and making sure your shoulders and hips are squared in the right direction for her body position. Okay, that's it. Good job, Emily.